All right, man. Detroit Lions injury problems are a huge problem right now. Dan Campbell said, can't bitch complain, can't pout about it, but they are a problem. You know, it's only so much man up mentality that you can have. A lot of those injuries continue to hit the same spot. When you get one major injury in one section or one injury, then another one coming that same position. So right now, the Lions have a glimmer of hope that they could have some guys coming back when you start talking about FA Melifano at some point, when you start talking about maybe a long shot at Kaminsky. When you talk about Ennis Rackstraw coming back, even though he didn't get a lot of burn this year, but better than Vitor and Khalil Dorsey, we think. So when you start, talk about getting some of these dudes back in the fold, that's what you gonna need. And obviously to avoid any other, major injuries that could honestly, you know, come out. But it's only so much man up mentality, next man up mentality you got. At some point you hope to get Alex Anzoni back. You hope to get him back into the fold, um, as well too. So yeah, some of these things that you hoping that it happens. But right now, I'm telling y'all, the number one thing for the Lions to do, I told y'all they got a critical stretch going right now. When you're talking about the next three games that they got, it's critical. Two division games, Green Bay and Chicago, and you got that Buffalo game. Right now, Philly passed a test versus, the Baltimore Ravens. So that continues to put more pressure on us. Green Bay's riding high. They doing well right now. So nobody's going to bitch and complain about to make it easy for the Detroit Lions. Let me say that once again. Nobody's going to bitch and cry and pout about the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. The whole thing about us is, people waiting for us to slip. They're waiting for us to fall in the whole nine. But we can't use our injuries as an excuse. Pascal got a minor injury. Makai Wingo gone for the season. So, you get Roger Martin back. You starting Emmanuel Mosley is back. On special teams. You're hoping to get James Reed maybe back, Ennis Rackstraw back. You're hoping to get Alex Anzoni back in the playoff run. So you're gonna probably get some of these guys back. But this next 3-game run, Minnesota kept the pressure on today, beating Arizona on the last drive. So you hope that you can hold it down. You hope that you can continue to hold it down, and you hope that you can continue to hold it down. Um, or if you're the Lions, and it's important that y'all hold it together. That way, if they can get past these next 3 weeks, more than likely they probably go lock that number one seed up. At that point, you get an extra week of rest. You know what I'm saying? You get an extra week of rest. And then after that, maybe you can rest some guys, or matter of fact, the last maybe week or two of the season, maybe you can get some guys some reps to knock the rust off, get Ennis Rackstraw some reps. You know what I'm saying? Get Emmanuel Mosley some reps at corner. Get guys like Jamal Adams acclimated. Hopefully, you get a couple snaps out of Alex Anzoni at that point. Maybe you get a couple snaps out of man, it was the dudes on there. He was name was just on my head. No, did he? Um, a couple snaps out of man, uh, what FA Elemental Anazoni, Rackstraw, Mosley, Adam, knock the rust off of Adams. So some of these dudes you can probably possibly get back and start just knocking the rust out of, and start priming them up to get ready to really contribute. To contribute. So, but yeah, nobody gonna feel bad for us because of the injuries. But right now, these next 3 weeks is critical. It's critical. Green Bay at home, Buffalo at home, Chicago. They can get those 3 games. They in a great position. They're in a great position. You don't want to go to Philly in the playoffs. Playing that Philly, it ain't insurmountable that you can't win there, but you really don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? You want all roads to go through Detroit, but Detroit's built to do things. They built to go on the road and the whole nine. They battle tested, but you don't want to have to if you don't want to. Being at home, get that extra week of rest. You know what I'm saying? Get them new home games. So right now, they got to find a way. They got to find a way to bond it. Just to hold it together. Get these next 3 wins if they can. You know, and make these injuries work and get some guys back and knock the rust off and then hit the playoffs. Healthy and the right team. But like I said before, in the playoffs, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I'm pretty sure they saving some plays, they're saving some this, that, and the third. But it's critical because Tampa Bay beat Detroit and Philly, so they getting healthy. They got some confidence. You start talking about teams like Atlanta. They lost today. They could sneak in there. Teams like Seattle is dangerous. 49ers is dangerous just based, based off the just based off the experience that they got. They dangerous on the road, at the crib, with a rib, with a chicken wing. So, these injuries they got, nobody gonna feel bad. Nobody cared. It was all about Caleb Williams, being the first quarterback this year to throw multiple touchdowns on the Lions secondary. But the thing about that is too, Lions was missing a whole bunch of guys in that second. We're missing Carlton Davis, but nobody cared about that. So, gotta remember that. But hey, yeah, we gotta find a way to hold it together. That's the thing about it. We got to find a way to hold this thing together until we get healthy, and then for the most part, then we can hit the ground running. Then we can hit the ground running. So, you know, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Christians get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. But yeah, we gotta find a way just to hold this thing together for the here and now, man. So it's very critical. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Let me know what y'all think. One time for the one time Motor City Sports Talk. Peace.